Welcome to Life Stories with Grace Kansiime Mwesigye, a place where we grow by sharing ideas, by commenting, and then we grow together as a team. This video is a follow-up on last week's video where my daughter and I shared a video of how she overcame, how she broke free from several addictions of alcohol, of partying and drugging and doing so many other things. And by the grace of God, she broke free. She's now a free person. Steadily, slowly, we overcome each day. And I must say that overcoming, healing, and deliverance is not just a one-day thing. Someone decides, makes a choice, they quit, but the temptations do not just go just like that. In the event that they show up, this person remembers that they have made a deliberate choice, that they have your support, they have your encouragement, and they can pull out of any situation. So this is a follow-up video on that. If it is your first time, check out this video of last week. I think it's about 10 days ago. Check this out and then you will make sense of this video. And kind of subscribe, like this video and share if you find it beneficial. And let me think what you're thinking about in the comment section. To you, the returning guests, thank you so much. You're the one that give me the energy to keep coming, and giving you more content in a bid that will make our world a better place. Today's video, I will share with you 5 things that I did while I helped my child to overcome the addictions of drugging and alcohol and you know, that wild and anger and rebellion and bitterness and bad mental health. You know, addiction comes with poor mental health. And so when you're dealing with one thing, you know that you're dealing with a complex problem. And so how did I go through this? How did we go through this? What are the things that we need to know as parents, as aunties, as uncles, as brothers and sisters, when we are having these people in our midst? You have identified they are addicted to drugs, to alcohol, to parties, they are rebellious, their mental health is unstable, and so many things can result. It is at this point that some people contemplate suicide. It is at this point that some people feel life is not worth living. You know, they can do anything, they don't care, they don't have anything to lose, because that is the lie they are carrying in their head. 5 things that I would encourage you to do. Number 1, when you have a child, a teenager, a youth, an old person who is addicted, what should you do? Number 1, do not stop listening to them. Do not stop. Keep listening, keep listening, keep listening. Whether they say things that do not make sense, listen. Whether they say things out of anger, listen. Whether they say things they have dreamt about, listen. Because during those times, they are likely to have night hallucinations, they are likely to have nightmares, they are likely to have dreams that are terrifying, because so much is going on in their mind. So rule number 1, listen to them. If you make sense out of it, or you don't make sense out of it, or the words seem uncoordinated, listen. And when you listen, that is one channel that they will empty the things that are piling up in their mind. And when you listen, do not be quick to give advice, because they already have different options. He's asking you, oh, mommy, can I stop drinking? Now, what do you say? The obvious answer is yes, stop drinking. But if you want to support this child, they have spoken, ask them, what do you think? You know, the more you engage, what do you think? They will tell you what they think in their mind. And in the midst of all their talks, you are going to identify the reason why they are drinking. You're going to identify the triggers, or the things that trigger them to drinking or to drugging or to that rebellion and that wild lifestyle. When this child is talking and you're also asking discovery questions, you know, you will identify the triggers and the reasons and everything. And when they have talked and done everything, you have listened. And sometimes you are feeling the pain. Just hold this person, hold their hand, and support them. And assure them of your love, assure them of your support, assure them of your presence. Listen. That is number one. Number two, set a network of friends. A network of friends within your friend circle. There are those people who wish you well. There are those people who wish your children well. There are those who can pray. There are those who can talk to your child. There are those who will surround them with a negative vibe. There are those who will not judge them. Surround yourself and surround your children with that kind of network. I remember while I was going through this circumstance, I used to create a very big network of friends that I know wished us well. Uncle Michael, Michael Mujisha, you really gave Hope the best that no friend can give. You took her in, you spoke to her, you were there. Auntie Kate, all the members of our Nadia Fellowship, we surrounded our child with friends. Everywhere she went and she met that person, they didn't judge her, they didn't talk anything to her, but they just loved her. They showed her she's valuable. They were there for her. Meanwhile, it's not only the child who needs therapy. Even you, the parent, you're going through so much and you also need therapy. I remember at one time, my husband and I, we all got high blood pressure. We were sick, we were struggling, we were confused. So much was going on into our lives. At some point, when this girl was in those moods, she told me, she said, but you also need therapy. And it looks funny, but it was true. I needed therapy because the strain was so much. Did I even look for therapy? No. Although sometimes I feel it would have done me good. So if I knew someone who came up to talk about this situation, I would have probably gone to this person. But many people have these children in their home. They feel it is a shame. They don't want to talk about it. It's about their ego. It's about, you have ashamed us. You brought their family name to the mud. I didn't think about that. I shared with the key people that I knew. My daughter is going to meet them at church, is going to meet them at workplace, is going to meet them, about 5 families. And they gave us the support that we needed. So look for a network of friends. Number 3, do not ask them that they are dragging your family name into the mud. That is condemning them, that is judging them, that is making them feel so terrible. And the more terrible they feel, the more bad things that they do. So forget about your pride, because when you say that, it's not about you wanting to help the child. It's about your ego. Yes, she's already in. Now, a family member who is going to judge me because my child has gone astray, I don't think you're a friend. I don't think you deserve my friendship. You don't deserve anything about me. You just judge. And let me tell you, these children, we just produce the body and they belong to God. So today it is me, tomorrow your child may come up with something. So never judge, never condemn, or be afraid that other parents are going to talk about your child who is not in their best shape. Okay? So don't judge or don't condemn these children. Okay? Step up the level of love. Once you do not condemn, once you do not judge, step up the level of love. I remember when this girl used to come drunk and, she's falling, she cannot help herself. I would endeavor that her bed is clean, she sleeps in a clean bed, she has food. When she wakes up from the sleep, she has a bottle of water, she has a bottle of juice, she has food by her desk so that she doesn't die. She doesn't die of hunger. Now we imagine if on the first year I got tired, second year I got tired, and then she died of hunger, or her body just gave up because she's not eating well. So make sure that your level of love steps up. You love this child whether they deserve it or not. After all of us do not deserve to be loved by God because we sin, we do so many wrong things. If God can open for us a can of the things that we do on a single day, none of us would deserve to be loved. So we are loved, we are supported just by the grace of God. Okay? You've looked for the support network, you've looked for the triggers, you've set up the levels of love, you've listened for everything that this child is there around. I will urge you to pray. What is your faith? Who is your God? Look for who your God is and pray. Because God is the creator of this child, he has the rights in everything that he can do in this child's life. And his interests for this child are good. So pray to God. Look for a team of prayer people that can pray with you. Pray and trust God that God in his own time, he will do the needful. I prayed the first year, I prayed the second year. The third year, I decided to surrender this child to God because I knew in my own strength, I cannot manage, I cannot handle, I can never understand. But God does understand. So pray, surround yourself with a team of prayer networks. Whether you are a Muslim, pray. Whether you are a Hindu, pray. Whether you're a Christian, pray. Whether if you have not, if you are an atheist, look for a church and pray. God will help you and he will deliver your child. And at the end of the day, you will have a testimony to celebrate and to thank God for. As we summarize, listen to the child, love them, surround them with a prayer network, listen and identify the triggers and the reasons why this child drinks. Surround yourself with people who pray. And at the end of it all, you have a big lesson to help other children, and you have a big testimony to celebrate and to thank God. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being with me up to the end. Please subscribe. Look at your button. If it is not subscribed, subscribe. You want to subscribe once, but you can like the video as many times as possible. Bye-bye for now. Thank you.